How much gold is in Petco Cat Litter?
Wow! I did not think this was possible.
Hey, it's Chris. Join me on this undertaking as we test Petco Cat Litter for gold. This hasn't been done before, and honestly, it doesn't sound plausible. But I did find gold in Home Depot Sam's, so who knows? So we headed to my local Petco store to pick up some kitty litter. And we went as a family in full force. And of course, you can't make a trip to Petco without your kids trying to convince you to go home with a pet fish. But it was time to get serious because we are here for cat litter and the gold inside of it. But what kind of cat litter should we buy that might have the most gold in it? To be honest, no clue, and we basically just bought cat litter that had some really cute pictures of cats on the front and something that Finny could lift. But I did find this box that had minerals written right on it. And since gold is a mineral and one of the heaviest ones, I definitely had to get a box of this cat litter. With litter in hand, we headed back to the truck to load it up so we could head on home to see how much gold we would get. And since we're good human beings, we took the cart back to the store and didn't leave it next to this tree.
How much was it?
I'm definitely gonna need this to hit like 1 billion views, so you pay for it. Okay, let's do it. We took the cat litter to the backyard where we had a recirculating high banker system set up to process the cat litter for gold. We were going to use the Crux Prospecting Gold Trek Backpack High Banker to process the cat litter. It's done a fantastic job catching both fine and coarse gold. So whatever gold might be in this cat litter, I can trust that this high banker will catch it. And of course I did this the most logical way and combined all the bags together. That way if I find any gold, I have no idea which bag it came from.
All for one, and one for all. On guard!
Let's get that gold!
Go, 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 go.
But we had a problem. Normally you want to pre-wet any material you put in a high banker, that way the gold can separate a lot easier than dry material. But since cat litter is supposed to clump to absorb all that pee and poop from cats, we stopped pre-wetting the cat litter and cleared out the sluice box. Luca, let's try it one more time.
Let's get that gold!
Go, 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 go.
Pimps in the crib, mom, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Park it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Got the rollie on my own and I'm pouring Sean down and I'm full of this. Cause I got it going on.
Party in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill a bar. I'm in the habit of sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you ain't getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill a bar. I'm in the habit of sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you ain't.
But again, we ran into a huge emergency.
Sound the alarms!
We needed water. We didn't realize that the kitty litter would absorb that much water, which caused our pump to start sucking air. It was all hands on deck to keep refilling the recirculating tub. After a few bucket runs, we were able to get the recirculating tub filled back up, and the alarms were secured. The sun is blazing. It was getting hot and we were getting tired, so we brought in the heavy equipment. Finny called up a friend. His friend loaned us his big equipment to help us feed the cat litter into the high banker.
Help on the way!
The last of the cat litter was fed into the high banker, and it was time to find out how much gold is in Petco Cat Litter.
Okay, I didn't realize how messy this was gonna be. Like, wow.
I did a quick spot check on the top of the mat to see if there was any visible gold. But there wasn't, and all there was clogged mats, which is to be expected when you're processing clay material. And you can see how clogged up the riffles were. When I was rinsing the sectional mats, I had to use my finger to wedge out all the material that was stuck in between.
It's time to pan out the results and see what we get, but it is super mucky and disgusting, and I don't even know if gold can separate itself, even if it's in there. We'll see though.
As I started panning out the concentrates from the high banker, I noticed the material was pretty interesting. Here's a zoomed in shot of the material that's in the pan. You see how much quartz and different minerals are in it? But why is that? Most cat litter is made from bentonite, which is a clay that was discovered near Fort Benton in the Wyoming and Montana regions of the United States. This mineral has the ability to increase as much as 14 times its original volume. That's why cat litter is made of it, so it can absorb that pee and poo. Bentonite only forms in the presence of water, and that formation can include other minerals such as mica, quartz, and calcite. Do those sound familiar? All those minerals are good indicators for gold. As I continued to pan out the material, I saw another indicator for gold. Black sand, which is one of the best indicators for gold. After panning a bit more, we got our first pieces of gold. They're microfine pieces of gold, but I expected that if I was gonna find any gold in this cat litter. But then that's when I got surprised.
Wow. Did not think that would happen.
I got two bigger pieces of gold that were hiding in the black sand. I'm assuming these two pieces were covered in clay powder and dust when the bentonite was mined. I honestly thought there was zero chance there'd be gold in cat litter, but I was proven wrong. What should I test for gold next? If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe or follow my channel so you don't miss out on any more of my gold finding adventures. And I have many more upcoming. Finding gold with my older brother, gold sniping with Pioneer Polly, Kyle from Crux, and my twin brother. We also high banked, and I was in Canada. Thanks for watching. Chris Undertaking out, and heavy pans.